In Hinduism, the right side is considered sacred and auspicious. It is the side of dharma, truth, and divine vision. Pradakshina becomes a symbol of spiritual evolution. So, if you do it slowly, mindfully, and with reverence, Pradakshina becomes a moving meditation. Namaskar. Have you ever seen devotees walking around a temple or a deity or a sacred tree in circles? This practice is called Pradakshina, and it's one of the most ancient and meaningful forms of devotion in Hindu traditions. But question is, why do we do it? So let's explore the spiritual depth and yogic symbolism and inner transformation behind this simple yet profound practice. So Pradakshina means moving to the right or circumambulation. It is the act of walking clockwise around a deity, temple, or a sacred object, keeping it always on your right side, the side considered auspicious and sacred. But this isn't just about walking in circles. It is about aligning your entire being, that is body, mind, breath, intellect, and spirit, with something greater than yourself. So the idea is to keep the divine at the center. In Vedic worldview, the divine is seen as the unmoving center, just like the sun, and everything else revolves around it. By performing Paridakshina, you are symbolically saying, I place God or my higher truth at the center of my consciousness, my life. So it reminds us to revolve around dharma, not around desires, to center our ego and actions around the light of consciousness. So in an act of surrender, it's an act of surrender, not of walking randomly, but walking with presence and mindfulness. So Pradakshina connects beautifully with the Bahiranga sadhana, which means external spiritual practices, the external limb of yoga, which is, such as yam, niyam, asana, pranayam. It reflects Ishwar Pranidhan, the surrender to God, a core niyam. It requires tapas, effort, patience, and discipline. So rhythmic walking naturally aligns your breath and steps, becoming a form of meditative movement. With each step, your mind quiets, your breath steadies, and your heart centers. So though Pradakshina is spiritual, it also has clear psychological and scientific benefits. So clockwise motion mimics the natural flow of energy in the body and in the cosmos. So walking meditation improves focus, lowers stress, and balances nervous system. So repetition of each round helps and train the brain into calm rhythms, just like mantra chanting. Done with awareness, it becomes a body-mind harmonizer. Now let's turn inward. So the deeper yoga, which is the antaranga sadhana, which is advanced internal spiritual practices like pratyahara, dhyan, dharana, dhyan, and samadhi. So pradakshina takes on a symbolic inner meaning. Your walk around the deity becomes a metaphor for the journey inward. Each step away from distraction is a step towards Atma, that is your true self, your true nature. So instead of orbiting the ego, you begin to orbit the center of truth, the silence, the light, that is your own real self. So you're no longer walking around something, you're walking into something deeper. So in Hinduism, the right side is considered sacred and auspicious. It is the side of dharma, truth, and divine vision. Even in nature, planets move clockwise around the sun. So in Paridakshina, we follow the cosmic rhythm, aligning ourselves with the order, not chaos. So every time we go around the deity, once it's like, miniature life cycle. You begin with intention, you move with effort, you complete the cycle, and you return to the divine. It's a way of saying, no matter where I go in life, I always return to the source. So in this way, Pradakshina becomes a symbol of spiritual evolution. So, if you do it slowly, mindfully, and with reverence, Pradakshina becomes a moving meditation. You're not rushing, you're not distracted, you are present. With each step, you release a thought, you offer a breath, and you come closer to inner stillness. It becomes not just a physical act, but a living prayer. In Pradakshina, the deity does not move, you do. That's the deepest truth. The divine never changes, never shifts. It is constant. We are the ones who wonder, who return, who seek and forget and seek again. And every time we complete a cycle, we are reminded my path, my breath, my being all revolve around that unmoving light. So, next time you walk around a temple, a deity, or even a sacred tree, do it with awareness. Let every step be a prayer, a surrender, and a return. Because Pradakshina is not just walking around God, it is walking towards God and eventually becoming one with the center or one with the God, or some say one with the Brahman. So, thank you for joining this inner journey. May all your steps bring you closer to your true self. So I hope you liked what you heard. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe this channel and write Pradakshina in the comment section below if you want to have more of these videos. Thank you and namaskar.